Hi students, welcome to my YouTube channel. In previous day, we have started a new chapter, that is the rocks and rock cycle. So today, this is the continuation of the last chapter, the same chapter, that is the sedimentary rocks. Okay. So in this chapter, we are going to discuss what is sedimentary rocks, types of the sedimentary rocks, and characteristics of the sedimentary rock. Let's start. If you want to discuss the sedimentary rocks, also considered as the detrital rocks. Sedimentary rocks are found in the lithification, or you can say the consolidation or the compaction of the sediments. Means sediment start from the erosion. So when the eroded material come from one area to another area and deposit over one place due to the pressure and heat, that converted into new type of rocks, that is called the sedimentary rocks. Hence they are layered and stratified, varying thickness. That's the example, if you can say, that is the sandstone, shale. Sediments are a result of the denudation, weathering, or the erosion. So weathering must be there, erosion must be there. Without this cannot be happen. Okay. Then there are, you can say, the 75% of the earth crust, but that is the sedimentary rock. But you can say the volumetrically occupy the 5% only the earth surface, because they are available only the upper part of this layer. Okay, upper part of our earth crust. Earth crust, we already discussed the earth layer, or interior part of the earth divided into 3%. That is the, perhaps you know, crust, mantle, and the core area. Ice deposited sedimentary rocks are called the till or tillite. Ice deposit, you can see the ice when deposited sedimentary rocks, that is called the till or the tillite. Wind deposited also very important, that is called the loess. So loess, this type of you can see the sedimentary rocks, or the, you can say, sediments, you can find about China in the large area in the thousands of square kilometer. Depending upon the method and formation and sedimentation, you consider that can classify into three types. So what are the process by which we can deposit, we can this type of rocks can be formed, that is the sedimentary rock. First one is the mechanically formed. Example, if you take example, that is the sandstone, conglomerate, okay, limestone, shale, or the loess. So these are the mechanically formed sedimentary rock. Organically formed, that is the, you can see the geyserite, chalk, limestone, coal, etc. Chemically formed, that is the limestone, halite, and the potash. So these are the main thing of this, you can see the sedimentary rock. By this process we can form. So one by one we have to discuss. First thing, that the mechanically formed sedimentary rocks, they are formed by the mechanical agent such as running water, wind, ocean currents, ice, etc. when these are eroded on the earth surface and deposit on the another place, and that time we can get, this is the, you can see, mechanically formed sedimentary rocks. Okay, so Arecaceous sedimentary rocks are the one of the have more and the biggest, somehow you know, bigger size particles, and at the hard and the porous. So if there is a size of the sedimentary, you can say the particles is, you can say, the very large or bigger, so that time gap between the sedimentary rock will be porous, or the air can be, you can flow or the blow in this area. Okay, they are formed in the best, you can say, reservoir for the liquids like the groundwater and the petroleum. So if you example, that is the sandstone. Okay, then another type of, you can say, the argillaceous, that is the rock form. Rocks have more clay and are fine. So first one is the arenaceous, and second one is the, you can see, the argillaceous. Okay, that are softer, mostly you can see the impermeable, means the gap, if the particles of the rocks or the particle of the sediments is very small, so that time when these were formed, so the gap will be very less between the particles and between the, okay, so that's why it is called the impermeable. Okay, chemically compound, if you want to discuss, so chemically formed sedimentary rock, water containing minerals evaporates, you can say that at the mouth of the spring or the short lake, you can say the short lakes, and gives rise of the stalactite and stalagmite. Okay, this type of, you can say, the erosion or the sedimentary rocks, you can found in the limestone area, calcium carbonate area, and whenever this react with the water, rainwater, that evaporates, and this you can say called the stalactite and stalactite type of the chemically form of the sedimentary rock. Perhaps you can see in my in diagram I have already shown. Okay, so these are the stalactite and stalagmite, and when this stalactite and stalagmite is joined, so that time it is called the pillar. Okay, so next organically formed. What is the organically formed? Perhaps you can see here, there you can say the remains of the plants, animals are buried, you can see under the sediments, and due to the heat and the pressure from overlaying layers, their composition changes. Coal and the limestone are well-known example. Depending on the predominance of the calcium content or the carbon content, sedimentary rocks may be calciferous. There is the limestone, chalk, dolomite. Okay, so these are the, you can say, the organically formed of sedimentary rock. Okay, so next come to the some features, which features is very much important regarding that. Somehow you can see that is the chief characteristic of the features are they are the stratified. Stratified means the layer, you can number of layers you can find out there. Okay, so and they hold the most of the informative geological records due to the marks left behind by the various geophysical, that is the weather pattern, wind and the water flow. So all this kind of, you can see that strata or the fossils that also find in the sedimentary rocks. There you can say they are you can say the fossiliferous. Fossiliferous have the fossils of the plants and animals. That's why it is called the fossiliferous. So only you can find the fossils of animal and plants in the only in the sedimentary rocks. Other rocks you cannot find. Okay. Then another thing, if you want to discuss, so they are the generally porous and allow the water and to percolate them. So these are the porous. In the case of the igneous rock, they may be not that is non-porous or not porous. So that can be happen. Next, the spread of the sedimentary rocks in India. So in India, where we can get the sedimentary rocks, firstly we have to discuss. First thing perhaps you can see, that is the alluvial deposit. Okay, alluvial deposit, you can say the Indo-Gangetic plain, coastal plains of the sedimentary accumulation was there. Okay, so Indo-Gangetic plain you can find over there. This deposit contain the loam and clay. Different varieties of the sandstone and are spread over the Madhya Pradesh, then eastern Rajasthan, then Himalayas, Andhra Pradesh, Bihar and Odisha. So there you can find the sedimentary rocks. The great Vindhyan highlands, perhaps Vindhya, Satpura ranges in the central India, where the two rivers Narmada and Tapi following in between. Okay, sandstone, shales and the limestone. Coal deposit occurs in the river basin. So coal you can find in the sedimentary rocks, that is Damodar, okay, Mahanadi, Godavari and the Gondwana. So this is all about our, you can say, the sedimentary rocks, their types, their form of the different types of forms. All these things we discussed. Okay, thank you for watching this video.